welcome to Married with Markets. We are your hosts, Ryan, Sheila.
Sheila.
Join us today as we talk about the stock market, news, business,
Miss.
maybe some family life, real talk, real trades, real life.
Yep.
No filter.
No
So let's see how
filter.
the market is doing today. So it's been like what, 10 minutes past?
We got our 15 almost coming up right now. So you can see my screen. Right now it's almost at the 15. We got a couple more seconds, but we are getting a doji candle right now. That means that it's undecided. Where the bears are not in charge. The bears are not charging. The bulls are not going anywhere. So the market is undecided. We don't know where we're going to go.
Hmm.
The other thing that we go swap over to the 4-hour chart, you can see we have got that resistance. It was support yesterday. We broke through that support line, and then we are basically coming back down. We tested it, came back down. We tested it again, and I'm really thinking we're going to probably come back down to here. I'm a little bit bearish today. I don't think that we're going to have a good turnout today. But that said, I'm still long term positive. I think we are going to still come back up into the market. It's just right now we're having a holiday pullback, and that's where I'm looking at. The holiday pullbacks usually happen, and yeah, look at it. It's starting to get positive here. so
Wow, for you to
so
be
yeah,
positive.
for me being positive, I'm negative usually a lot of
Yep.
times on things. So that said, I have a lot of the trades I was trying to get out of yesterday is I was moving out because I thought it was a little bit below it on the market, and so I was just getting out of the market. Not just a coincidence, but yesterday we had seen the market dive down, and the reason why the market dived down is it's all about the bonds, the bonds, the bonds, the bonds. Like we you want to hear that all the time. What was that one guy from? I can't remember his name. Um, he was over in uh, oh, Seinfeld, and he's like, "Who told you to put the bonds on? Who told you to put the bonds on?" Like, you ever seen that?
No,
He was sitting
no.
there talking about it. He's like, who told you to put the bonds on? No, 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 I didn't tell you to put the bonds on. No, 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 no. And he was like, yeah, I just keep on picturing him, and he like talked really, really fast. He was the attorney, lawyer, and
Uh,
he was always like
I don't
talk.
know. I don't really
eh,
watch Seinfeld that much.
I thought he was hilarious. He was always talking about that. He was supposed to be sign for O.J. Simpson's lawyer at that time. They were having like a meme of him, and he would always like, "Oh, who told you to put the bomb?" So, yeah. So that was the thing. We can take a look. See it's starting a little bit dive. We have the market was trying to push up. We're seeing that. We're seeing the market trying to push up here. It's not looking like that. We're seeing the volume starting to drop. Why it's pushing up? To me, that the bears are starting to get in control, and then the VIX is starting to drop a little bit. So good sign. Um, the Bitcoin, it looks like it's just going nuts. Uh, that if you're in Bitcoin right now,
Wait,
awesome.
is Bitcoin up and down?
It's up. It's great. It's going.
That's Bitcoin right now?
Yeah, that's Bitcoin. They're at like all-time highs. Bitcoin's just soaring right now and soaring. Um, the other one, let's look at the 10-year yield. You can see the yields are
Oh,
starting to drop.
yeah, Bitcoin.
I just sold out on the Bitcoin one. So I was like, it was getting so, it was good. I sold out on it.
It was so juicy.
It was so juicy. I had to get out. I had to get out of that. I was like, okay, I had to take some profits. But yeah, we're seeing the yields here. Like, this is something that is really concerning. When the yields go up, we have to keep in mind the yields have a they have some concerns because the bonds are really weird. But when you buy into bonds, the yields start dropping down. So the yields will drop down, and when the yields go up, that means not a lot of people want to buy debt. They don't want to buy U.S. debt. So when the bonds are going, the actual bonds, and you can look at ticker symbol TLT, that is a 20-year bond. So you can see it's dropping. The bonds are dropping. So when the bonds are dropping, the yields are going up. They're trying to get people to start buying in the bonds. That's why I look at it. That's what I'm thinking. There's probably more technical status on that part, but yeah, that to me is a concern. We have to say it's a concern onto the market, and it is definitely a concern that I would say um, we need to look into. Is the Fed needs to come out and say, hey, um, we need to lower down the bond rates, and the Fed hasn't been recognizing it. They're not. They're in this denial situation. But yeah, right now we're seeing the market is not hitting. It's getting that high, the weekly high. It's hitting it, rejecting, hitting it, rejecting on the weekly high. It's not even getting up to the daily high or the daily candle, uh, that the daily average. And yesterday we had the high as well. So are we going to break it? I don't know. Um, that said, I oh, it looks like it's could be coming back up. That
Hmm.
are you still making the still making
What?
that whole book over there?
I am trying to. Not easy.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Trying to make an ebook. Ebook.
ebook.
It's just the decorating is, or designing is hard, but hopefully I'll get something. I'll get some good fight from that one. But yeah, let's
Eh,
check on what's going on with the news.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's see. I'm looking at it right now. But I was going on through X to see what's going on with the White House.
the White House one. I haven't seen. I seen that picture or the video.
Yeah, it's
That's
nuts.
hilarious.
I I feel like it was a bold move of
For
our president.
for Trump sitting there showing the video of South Africa. Honestly, they should have with South Africa. It, if he's doing that and he's sitting there saying that, it's like, come on, that's crazy. That's insane. How he's over there telling people to go kill the white people, go and kill the farmers. Uh, so
What would you do if it's on the other? It was switched, so
it would be swapped. Yeah,
yeah.
the media would just be all up in the roar. They'd be over there sitting there talking about that. And how dare they? Like, it's just insane. Uh,
Well, regardless, I mean, it's not cool to go in there and basically tell everybody, let's kill the other color.
yeah,
It's just not right, you know. Um, I thought we're trying to do equality and everything like that. I mean, we should really try to act like one and see treat everybody equal and not really see everyone as color, you know.
yeah. That having everyone's um, color, man, that is
Eh,
it, it
yeah,
it's
that's
insane how they like he brings it up and he brought the video. I should I should bring the video up and just like have it watched, but no one would want to. There are people out there that would be pissed off about it on the whole thing.
Here's the thing, though. We live in America. Um, we have it's the cool thing about living here in America. I'm not from here originally. Got my U.S. citizen during COVID. The great thing about living here is that you have your own free speech. You can basically express yourself and all that stuff. So I think it's just you have to respect their opinion. Don't get mad about it if they say that they love this person or they hate this person. That's them. Just respect it. I wouldn't really try to you know go after that person. It's just, I think there's just so many people who are so passionate that they forget that we're only humans and we make mistakes.
But,
I make mistakes. You make mistakes.
yeah, yeah.
But
But
if a person has their opinion, sure, we listen to it. We can also try to do a debate, go talk back and forth, but not go through the point where it's just going to be violence, where you pull a gun or you pull a knife and then you just stab a person because it didn't go the way you wanted them to be. You can't push them into your agenda. So does we, like it's it's okay. That's the beauty of having free speech.
the- yeah, free speech is one of. There's like a saying too, like when you have free speech, it sometimes you have to back up your free speech too. So
Yeah,
you have to like sometimes you have to own your opinion. Like oh gosh, yeah,
yeah, and sometimes you just had to be careful what you say too. I know that we have free speech, but it doesn't mean that you can just tell everything what you think because you
yeah,
don't know the consequences about it as well. There should be a little bit of a filtering of your free speech. You don't want to offend anyone. At the same time, eventually you're going to be like, oh crap, I shouldn't have said that. I kind of, got somebody mad. Um, and then it's going to be hard to, go back to that person and, you know, say, I'm sorry because that person already got it through them. Like, holy cow. I
that's
think it's sometimes it's good to just keep some of the things to yourself, unless they really wanted to know about it. Like, sure, but as long as they take it for its worth or something. I don't know.
take what it's worth.
Yeah. So
Take what it's worth. Yeah, that's funny.
aside from good old Trump here.
Here, I'll swap over to this. This is the news article you're talking about right now.
Mhm. Tell us
So,
what you think about that. Like, was it wrong for our president to you know ambush the president of South Africa, or was it
what?
like a good thing to like let him know, like, look, it
Look at
something's going on in your country.
that. That's
You gotta figure it out. So you know, tell us in your comments what you think. I'm like, we'll take it. We'll take it.
yeah, yeah. That's
It's your
what you
opinion,
think.
our opinion. I mean, what's your opinion about it, though?
Well, I think the guy, if the guy said it and he was going out there and saying that, like, to me, that's a that's like a fascism thing. Like that's I don't like using that word fascism because a
Who's
lot of
fascist?
Wolf, the guy over in Africa, because
Oh,
like a lot of people don't really think or they don't understand what the word fascism means, and they just say, "Well, that's fascism. That's fascism." And when people don't realize what the term came from, fascism was a term that it's a Latin word that means layer of groups. So when people have a layer of groups, that's what the Nazis were. They were a layer of groups. So you had the people who were Germans and then the Jews and things like that. So that was what fascism means. And what he's doing is making a layer of groups. So he's saying like, oh well, the blacks are higher and mighty, and then the whites are going to be the slaves. So that's that's a layer of group. That's what fascism means. And so I think that the guy that's not really right. That's not right of him to do that. So I don't know. I got off the topic, but yeah, maybe. Uh, so it's on that part. Um, let's see what on that part. We're seeing the market starting to come back up, recovering again. I'm not really liking that. I think it's um, I think that sort of scares me the market right now because of how it's looking right now. What do you think? Gosh,
Oh, it's red today.
yeah.
A bloodbath.
Um, well, it's going up, but I just sort of wondering. I should have. To me, it looks like it's going up. I'm getting signs of it's going up now. I should have took that trade right here. I should have got out right now, but it looks like it's coming back down. What?
Oh, I'm trying to reapply onto our TikTok shop because it seems like we have to have like an FDA registration on a dog thing. I don't get it.
You still have to have it, like FDA on that.
This is the same as the United number of activities physical active operation of why don't we get FDA approved? So pet treats need to be FDA approved?
I didn't think that would need to be FDA approved.
Well, we have to register it somehow. I don't get it. Food.
So it's hitting that daily average candle. So we're seeing that daily. It's still getting stuck, but we broke through that weekly. So we broke through that weekly. Are we going to take that? I don't know. Um, but as of right now, we're in this box form. And yeah, I'm like looking at the trade here. Are we going to reject from it? It sort of looks like it's going to reject it on that part right here. Uh, let's see if we have any other. Not really trying to get that. Okay. Man, I'm not getting a lot of trades here. start. Oh, Odo, our dog just keeps on farting over here, and
That's
it.
hilarious.
I don't know why he's farting all the
Well,
time.
he had a great meal
It
last night, though, so that's that.
smells really bad. It's just like sits there and he he'll have a
So, what will be your action, and what stickers are you going to be planning on doing for your trading today?
well the ticker right now. So we broke up again. That's insane. Like we're still having, but we're starting to have like lower highs here. You can see lower lows and lower lows and lower right here. Um, that's sort of a crazy thing. But it's starting to get back up. It broke through that resistance level. Let's
Mm-hmm.
see where we're at here. It's broke through that daily or that week, or not weekly, but my gosh, the daily average. It broke through that. Now it's looks like it's getting rejected from that. That's what I'm seeing.
Hmm.
So I don't know. It's not good. It's not a good time to go long so far, but it could be. I'm trying to. Why is it not? I don't have a lot of stuff up here.
2 hours ago, House passes Trump sweeping tax cut bill.
Oh yeah, that was like what a lot of people are freaking out about is basically the house is increasing the debt, and then the
Mm-hmm.
bonds are not really liking that.
So that's affecting the bond market then?
Yeah, because they're still like they're putting more. Not a lot of people want to buy U.S. debt,
Hmm. Who
so
does?
it so it's like a lot of people are getting a little bit frightened. They're like, well, if I buy U.S. debt, am I going to get paid back?
Hmm.
So that's what's the market sort of reaction right now is like, yeah, well, if I'm gonna buy it, I don't really want to. Uh, I don't want to be getting a lot of money onto the. Well, that's I don't know why it's super slow on everything.
Wait, your computer?
I think it's because of the live streaming.
Hmm. That could be. Jeez, everything is restricted on TikTok Shop. For a small business, I don't think we can even use TikTok Shop. There's,
Uh,
we have
yeah,
a pet bakery, and they wanted us to have FDA approved. We're just small. We're trying to go through.
yeah, yeah,
TikTok, come on. And I can't appeal it yet until they want an FDA certificate. So we're stuck. Super stuck.
yeah. That's
Can't get any suggestion either. Can you just say no category? No category. None whatsoever. Very restricted. Everything's restricted. Whew.
yeah. Restrict everything.
Hey, let's keep restricting everything in here. Yeah, so much for helping TikTok. Well, I'm gonna do is go through a long process here and try to figure this out. Because doesn't seem like, I don't know. This is our first time doing TikTok Shop, and it's already giving us a huge hassle because we make our trades in our store.
They care about. It seems like they'll allow any other thing going on there, like,
Except for
but
those.
it's set for like, oh, I guess dog treats. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Dog treats.
Dog treats bad.
Bad, but like they got like a whole bunch of people sitting there talking, doing a whole bunch of weird things. Yeah, it doesn't fit.
What's that?
So it goes. Seeing it starting to drop a little bit. Are we gonna see if sellers come in? I don't know. Looks like it's starting to reject on the daily average. We're starting to see that pullback right in here. Let's see if it does form on that part. It is a we were really close to the daily. Okay, 3 more minutes. On that. Is that red? Yeah, it's I'm waiting for that to flip to the style sign that we're not getting the volume really for the sellers. That sort of makes me a little bit wonder on that part because you see it like the volume starting to drop while it's selling. Makes me really wanting to go long still, and because
Will you be day trading today, or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get like a day trade in as well. But yeah,
What'd be the best stock right now to do day trade? It looks like Nvidia is doing decent.
Nvidia,
Challenger looks decent. Google's good. 4.4.7%. That's a really good one.
Palantir, yeah, it looks really. Palantir got beat up, but I'm still thinking that Palantir is a good one. I got stuff in Palantir.
What about that one thing called 4Weave?
What's the ticker note?
Just type in 4Weave. let me take a look. 4Weave, it's CRWV, and it's up 3%.
WV.
Yeah, it looks like they're up 3 point something percent. Walmart's down 0.1%, 0.10%.
I got out of Walmart. I
Your VIX is on the 20 percentile right now.
VIX?
Wait, no, 20. No, it's 2.35%. Yeah, it's what's this? High?
VIX looks like it's going up higher now.
That doesn't make any sense. Wait, is it because of what happened? I don't know.
The 10-year starting to drop a little bit. That's good.
QQQ Yeah. I Tesla.
That's
Boo. What about Boo? Vanguard. S&P 500 ETF.
Boo. That's starting where Boo's, rebounding. It could be a cat bounce.
Have you tried trading with Boo?
No, I haven't tried Boo trading. But I'm like, Boo's a really good. Like a lot of people like Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Great company or great it, Boo versus Spy. It's like a lot of people prefer Spy, but this is the thing that you have Boo's at 536, and then Spy
Hmm.
583. So I'm like, yeah, Spy's a little bit more. It's more money. Boo has like you're not paying that much, but you're getting a lot of the benefits of Spy. So you're getting that S&P 500 way.
Right.
So it's what we are seeing is okay, starting to come back down. That's that support line. We're not getting a sell signal still, but that is something interesting. And no, leery about putting some to buy in. I just feel like it's gonna pull back. That's what I feel like. That's when I'm like, oh gosh, it's like,
You have like that negative reaction. If
okay,
you do this, goes up. Do this, goes down.
yeah,
Well, I don't know.
that's, I'm like, I just have a feeling it's gonna start dropping, but I do have an alert on one alert is selling a put and buying a
Did you
put.
refresh that down? Make sure.
Let's see. This is gonna be like a credit. Oh, let's see if that's nope. I guess not. Got 22. Yeah, that's was that yesterday? That was yesterday. See if I got some stuff here coming up, like people 22. Yeah, that was yesterday. I just have a feeling it's gonna be starting to come back down. But we have that bullish, like a cat bounce. That's what I'm feeling like
Hmm.
on that part. But you can see it on the 4 hour chart, like it's starting to shrink back down, starting to get back on that. It didn't break through. It could look, yeah, it could look like a cat bounce, and it's like rejecting from that resistance. So that resistance now it's just pulling back. I would think it's going to come back to the support line right here. That's what I keep on thinking. Um, what we had to, I forgot about that. The Unemployment.
Wait, what about them?
The unemployment data came out.
Oh,
Yeah.
what did it say?
Did you see that?
Whoop-de-doo-da?
Of course, the unemployment data comes out and says they. Let's see. We had. Oh, now I got an ad comes up. So, it, the unemployment data was. I'm not sure if you want to read it. You can, probably will have a better.
Where? The top?
Right there.
Oh,
Right
initial
there.
jobless claims.
Yeah.
What is this? ACT 227K, Con 203K. I'm not catching it. What am I reading?
So it's on there. We are saying that we're still in a good area. There's not a lot of jobs. There's not.
Still a lot of jobs.
There's still jobs getting created. Nah. It's sort of BS. Like that's what just be blunt because a lot of these places are saying that they're hiring, and they're just pointing out they're hiring. They're not hiring, and you're putting resumes out there. No one's calling you back. So how the market's saying, well, we just created tons of jobs. Well, realistically, they're not hiring. They're not putting in they're not making new jobs. They're just saying they're making new jobs. So that's to me, I think it's BS. But the market's like really liking it, and I don't think they'll ever come out and disclaim anymore because whoever the government doesn't want to say they're doing so crappy right now. It, and
Yeah, they don't wanna.
I think that recession. When I was looking at this data came out and it was showing that what states are hurting, and I guess the state of Michigan is one of the states that's really hurting.
Really?
It's interesting. It's like New Jersey, Michigan. Those are like ones that are really hurting, and they are like coming out claiming that yeah, it's just not doing so well. Yeah, I can see the market starting to rebound from that. I think it's a cat bounce, like I was saying. Um, so I'm waiting for if I get a sell signal here on that. The daily high was here, so it looks like it's starting to reject from the daily high. This could be a bounce from the daily high going up higher. So this could be a good sign of buying a just to buy in.
Mhm.
But I'm waiting. I'm just waiting is
Just
the biggest. The waiting is the biggest thing on the market.
Well, what do you think about looking at the news? Robots.
Robots.
I know Elon Musk showcased his biggest product ever, the Tesla Optimus robot doing household chores. I don't
Robot.
know about you. If
Yeah.
that's going to happen, I mean, that'd be cool to have one. I'd like to see one. I think the kids are crazy. I know they
It,
wanted to have that robot dog.
yeah.
Dog.
The dog. But it's gonna be crazy because you're gonna see so many robots it replacing places.
A lot of
I,
people.
I would say like fast food. You're gonna see that going. Um, the
Mm.
the robots are going to be. I just don't. I see it happening. Like I could see McDonald's. You're going to be like they're going to be having a robot. You're going to see a robot having in a lot of these places. You're going to have robots into retail, robots into places that people don't want to work, where they're going to be like, oh, I'm too good for working this is gonna crush the young kids. That's why I look at it, because the young kids are like a lot of the government is expecting for work, and that's how they make a lot of their money is from the workers. So if you have robots coming out, like how are you going to tax? How are you going to tax the people? Just think about that. Really, how would you tax them?
I don't know. I think the government will probably figure out something. I'm sure of it.
Yeah,
You already tax the sun, the air, the water.
it,
Hell, to the robots.
but like, how are you going to tax them though? You're going to have
No,
you. The
I don't know. Maybe
majority is
something
from
about saying,
workers.
"Oh, it's because it's taking away someone's job, so you have to pay a tax for it."
Yeah,
Or what's going to happen is they're going to increase your sales tax revenue
yeah,
because now you don't have payroll. It's minimizing your payroll, you know,
yeah,
finance, your costs. So they're going to like say, well, you got that. It's going to be a part of the sales tax. Add 10% more onto your sales tax
yeah.
revenue, whatever. I think that's one. I don't know, but
Yeah,
yeah,
because majority of all the taxes are from workers. Really, you're going to see tons of people if they don't get those robots, they're going to be like, okay, now what? And a lot of these places are going to replace workers from robots because they basically tax the living daylights out of people.
I think so. Yeah, businesses are really, really affected, especially the small businesses like us. Um, we really are trying our best to just get by, especially here in Michigan, where minimum wage has been increased.
Yeah,
Doesn't seem like we're gonna get taken out of the burden of paying on the sales tax. Everything is just super high.
that's
So yeah, that's definitely affecting a lot of restaurants. A lot of restaurants have closed. I've seen a lot of stores that have been closing.
yeah,
It's a sad event around here in Michigan. It really is. A lot of people got laid off.
yeah.
It's only really a matter of time,
Uh,
really. Like, you know, a lot of these small businesses will just gonna just crack and say, "Yep, we
can't.
can't handle this. We just had to close and file bankruptcy because there's no way continuing paying the bills, paying the payroll that what the state is requiring us to do,
Yeah,
and then at the same time, the loans and debts, and obviously the interest rate, it's been going up high, um, and the sales, of course, you gotta have sales, but if your sales are just dropping like crazy, how are you going to be able to survive? Not to mention, you get, you know, the whole payroll is gonna it's eating up your sales, you know, all that. So
it, it's a crazy.
that's why we're just juggling back and forth, basically, in between our life, our personal life, our business, um, you know, doing this. It's it's a lot, but we have to survive somehow. We gotta do this, or else we're just going to lose it. Practically a lot of things, you know.
Yeah,
And I really don't want to lose our businesses. I love our businesses. It's just times are tough right now. Nobody wants to spend money. Um, but hopefully, in the next couple months, with all whatever our good old president's doing over there at the White House,
yeah.
that it might, get better. But we never know. It really depends on the delivery of the media,
That's
Trump,
the media. Yeah, the
the
media's
media.
they're very criticism.
Don't
Like,
tell me like nobody else is affected. Like I think everybody is super affected. I'm trying.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Trying to like sign up for that place, but anyway, back to the robot. I think I'd like to buy one,
Yeah,
either for personal and business. I think if Elon Musk would create one that's meant for business, and then that's just updating it with security, where it watches customers' action. I know there's already a security camera where it looks at everybody, monitors the action of each customer going through aisles and stuff like that. If they're pickpocketing or whatever, it will notify, your staff that, hey, look at this person, take a look at
yeah,
it. But if Elon Musk also create one like that too, where your your robot is connected to all the cameras in your establishment and sees all that, you
that's
know, that would be really cool. It's probably going to be expensive, obviously, but in the long run, if you really think that it's going to work out and deter people from stealing, I
it's
think it would be a really cool investment. Although the downside is, yeah, you're going to lose people because, you know, um, everybody wants to have people working there or whatever. True. It doesn't really take away people's jobs, but it helps security, you know? With all the
that's
looting that stuff and what's going on. Believe me, we got stolen so many times already at our stores. But and we can't do much because we can't really once they get out of our place, we can't really do anything anymore. We can't really run
go after
after
them.
them and say, "Hey, you took our phone," or whatever. No, we
That's
can't. We just can't. But it would be nice to see it if we had um, better technology, and with the help of that, the robot that could see it from has the bird's eye view of all the cameras that you have, had access to it. you know, I think that would be really cool, and it will deter that person to go out and get out of the building. That's, I think
yeah,
it's a really cool idea.
that's I'm like all about the robot stuff. I think it'd be cool. Yeah, like on that part, that's definitely would be cool. Um,
Yeah.
trying to get some trades here. But,
Oh, what's your trade doing?
so right now, I am thinking the market's starting to it hit that support line. I'm like looking at a buying opportunity. So that's what I'm looking at and see if I got in the trade or not. I don't know. I did put it order in. But let's hear what the nope
Oh,
on that one. That's new. Let's see where we have it. 15-minute
oh, wait.
chart. Okay, so we're gonna have here service to reward. Okay, so we see it going, hit that support, hit that. So let's see if it gets up there. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it hits the support line there. I thought that was a good support entry here. And I'm waiting for that cross back over right here. I'm definitely wanting that to cross over. That's going to be a a good way to get that. Um, we just need, if it would break through that daily candle, I think we're going to see it going higher. On that part. Yeah, sorry, I'm like really focusing on this
Oh,
one
you're
trade.
good. I'm just trying to focus on registering myself on the FDA.
So
It's fun.
but we're starting to get volume on that buy. And yeah, we're starting to get that volume on that buy signal or that buy area. We're still in that buy area. And let's see. But there, right there, having a little bit of risk off of that. We're getting a 3 candle, 3 wise men. That's great on that part. If we can get that 3 wise men going up right here, let's see if I can get that. And keeping that 3 wise men going, that will be a very great trade. If it will hold. You know what? I still don't get how I haven't got anything back from Ninja. Yeah.
Funny thing is, I got approved as evil.
Yeah, that's
I had no experience whatsoever. But I think the whole reason why you didn't get approved yet is because you registered as a business. And my kind of good person.
I don't hardly hear you there.
Hello?
Yeah, there I can hear you.
Because I'm far away from the mic, I gotta get closer to it. Like that. Name me, Sheila.
Still having that. Let's see what we have.
I'll submit it, I guess, and see how we can go about from here. It might take a while.
That's not support again.
Bob's door is like squeak. Anyway,
Yes.
how's the market doing?
Oh, I'm still like watching
Oh,
it.
give us a recap on what happened yesterday too when you're trading.
Oh, for
Yeah.
my
What did you
trade.
do? What happened? Did you make some money? Not a lot of
So,
money?
the rehab or recap.
Recap.
Okay, let's. So, like I was saying, it's gonna be choppy. Um, this week, we're just gonna have this up and down choppiness. Comes down, hit that support, check that resistance, and then after that comes back, check the. You can see it hit that support, and then hits the resistance, and then it comes back, breaks through that resistance, and then now it's basically breaking through, and we're going to be having, I don't know, looks like it's going back up. It's going to be breaking back through that again. So yesterday, I'm gonna go back over here. And it looks like it's starting to come back up again. Crazy. So
Near your
yesterday,
15-minute mark or something. Before you
yeah,
start
5.
saying, yeah.
So yesterday it came, tested this line, it the tested out the support and broke through and went through up here. I went long right in here. So it was awesome, awesome trade. And once it went long, I sold out right above here. I believe I could have took a little bit longer on that trade is because it looked like it was going to go a little bit up higher. And then I sold a lot of my stocks, like a lot of my trades, right in here. Now, I did not know about the bonds are going to crash the market. And then what happened was it came down, hit this line, and I sold a short right in here. So sold a short, and then that was a credit spread. So I did a credit spread. It was for the SP, the SPY. So I did that, and it went down and kept on going down. So it just kept on going down, making that contract worthless. So if the contract is worthless, well, awesome. I keep the premiums and I keep the money off of that, the worthless contract, I guess. You with those, you want to have if you're doing a credit spread, you want it worthless. If you're doing a debit spread, you don't want it worthless because that's a summary. Credit spreads and debit spreads, they're way they're different on that. Um, Sometimes you can make money off of that, the credit spread, um, as well. So let me one website, awesome. You can sit there and you can bring this up. Oh, looks like we're getting back up there. This website here, it's great. You can even do this for free. You don't pay money.
Yeah, you don't pay.
Yeah.
You sign up.
So you can do a come over here and you can basically set your options. This is an awesome website for options. So going through the option flow. So that's on that part. So that's one thing that I would recommend. You can check this out, this website, the option flow. Man, it's really choppy today. Yeah, really choppy. We're it's really fighting that 15-minute candle there. Really, uh, it seems like they're gonna shoot it back up, and it just doesn't. We are not seeing. It's starting to come back over to a signal. We're seeing that, and maybe if we break through this line, it looks like that line there. We could break. Are we gonna test it? We're testing it. Yeah, we're not. We're not breaking it. We're not breaking that line, but we're testing it. Are we gonna get that?
What day is it today? Thursday?
Today's Thursday, yeah. I think I'm doing this right. Yeah. Let's see. We're getting hear what the AI have to say. This chart is an excellent follow. Here's your real-time trade analysis and what to watch next. TQQ, 5-minute chart breakdown. Price, $68.89. Setup, post breakout retest, 15-min high. Trend strength, still ranging for Lux Algo. What's happening now? One, bull flag retest setup. After the strong breakout to TT1, 69 of 38, we've got a pullback forming a flag or descending wedge, purple trend line. This is happening right on top of the 15-min high, which is still trying to hold as support. That's key. Two, yep. Volume. Volume is dropping during this pullback, which is bullish, healthy retracement. If the next candle comes in strong, green plus volume, that's confirmation for a second leg up. 3, Lux Algo cloud. Price is pulling back into the top edge of the cloud, a strong support zone if the trend continues. You're sitting at a potential launch pad. 4, RSI momentum bottom. Momentum is flat, not oversold, but already in trade, looking for entry, not oversold. Hold if price stays above $68.74. Entry on breakout above 69. SL below $68.60 or candle close below 15-minute high. SL same below $68.60. TP1 equals 60. So that's come on. Are we gonna break or not? So I got my limit stop right down here. So if it does break down, I'm gonna get out of on the trade. But it looks like it's gonna go up, but it doesn't right now. I'm not seeing it. Like the volume is dropping and it's dropping.
Everyone's trying to get their profits so that they can spend it for Memorial holiday.
Yeah.
So you're like that way.
That's that said. That's the updated one. Thanks for the updated screenshot. Here's a real-time breakdown based on your 5-minute chart. Current setup. Price $68.70. Previous breakout zone. Size $69.38. Daily high. Current structure. Pullback forming after touching TP1 resistance. Support. 15-minute high zone at $68.74. Trend strength. Still marked as ranging with low trend confidence. What's happening right now? One retest at key support. Price is pulled back into the 15-minute high support zone. This area is key. Holding here means bulls are still in control. You've got wick showing buying interest below $68.70. 2. Trend line breakdown. That diagonal purple trend line was broken slightly, but you now have price hovering just under resistance. Still potential for a bullish continuation if it reclaims above $69 with volume. 3. Lux algo signals. Lux hasn't printed another green buy yet, but the setup is still valid as long as price doesn't break below 68.60. 4. Volume and momentum. Volume dropped on the pullback, bullish. Momentum oscillator below is flat. Needs to cross the upside for a true trade. Top trade management. If you're in a trade, SL below $68.60 or candle close below the 15-minute high. TP1 again 69.93. Warning level: if price fails to reclaim above $68.90 on the next push, consider tightening your stop. If you're not in a trade, watch for a strong candle close above the trend line. Good volume. Confirm momentum crossing up. Only enter above 15-minute high reclaim, not while it's sitting there indecisively. Strategy confirmation checks. 15-minute high is support. Bullish price structure. Higher lows. Low volume pullback. Momentum not fully turned yet. No breakout candle confirmation yet. Once you get one or two more confirmations, you're likely to get a clean leg towards $69.90. Let me know if you want me to sketch a trade journal template or a live trade tracker for this setup. It'd be a great way to turn this into a repeatable play. Broke through.
Meaning?
It's broke through the trade. So yeah, it's not good trade.
Saturday is May 24th.
Yeah.
Meaning, what now?
Oh, it's on a downtrend. I'm not. Yeah, I thought that was a. Should be coming back to selling. Yeah, it definitely broke through there. So
Taking your profits or taking your loss?
taking a loss there. That sucks.
That's a bummer.
Thanks for the updated screenshot. Here's a quick analysis of your current TQQQ 5-minute chart setup and what's happening right now. Key observations. Price, $68.34. Breakdown confirmed below 15-minute high, 68.74. This level is now acting as resistance, not support. High volume on the red candle
Not support.
below. Sellers are clearly in control. Trendline break, drawn earlier, has fully failed. Next support area, weekly level at 68.48 and 15 min low around $67.65. Trade setup has invalidated if you were long. If you were holding a long position, this candle was your stop loss trigger. The momentum below has crossed downward. You have a lower high and a lower low.
There.
Classic short setup structure. Price is below VWAP, and Lux Algo's cloud is starting to tilt red again. New potential setup if you're not in. This is now leaning bearish short term, unless bulls reclaim above 68.74.
Yeah.
Here's what to look for. Short possibility, if risk appetite allows. Entry, breakdown retest at 68.04, failing again. Stop loss, tight above 68.90. Target, $67.65, possibly lower if volume expands. What to watch next? If price double bottoms around $68.20 with low volume, potential bounce. If price cracks below 68.22 with strong volume, likely heads to $67.65 or lower. Momentum must lift up before considering any new longs. Don't hope for it. Summary. Right now equals no trade. If flat, if long equals, you should have been stopped out when it lost $68.74. If short, confirmation happening, wait for a clean replay
It looks like it's
breakdown to trade safe. Let me know if you want help drafting a quick playbook template to track these setups.
could come back up. Test that.
Faster at recognizing entries and exits.
Could be coming back up. Test that support and then the resistance and then breaking. But I don't know. They got me out.
Good.
Right there. Look at that.
Meaning,
Oh, I got stomped out right here.
okay.
And it dropped.
Uh-huh.
Now it came back up.
So you stopped your thing?
Yeah. And it's like
Oh well.
now I'm getting the crossover.
What
It looks
does
like
that mean?
it's getting back up. So it could break through. But yeah. Well, today is not a good one. But yeah, it looks like it could. I don't want to be trade revenge. So look at that. It's gonna break
maybe
it.
you should try and bring it back.
No, I'm probably like trade revenge now because I'm like I think it's gonna go up. But look at it. It's still.
Okay.
I'm like Yeah, because I think it looks like it's gonna go up and then it's like starting to drop again. Okay. Let's see if it, well, try cut off the before our son gets here. We should probably look in the stream. So I appreciate. I know we're starting on like just focusing on this stuff. Sucks because today didn't do so well. Yesterday did better
It's a
trading.
part of doing trading.
Yeah, so that sort of stinks. I'm like, okay, not a good. It was choppy. Looks like it's in my trade. It could have. Looks like it could be in the right range, but I got chopped out where I got.
You
I got.
freaked out.
Oh yeah, my stop loss. It hit my stop loss. So yeah, so that sucks on that part. But yeah, uh, that's just the way it's for the trading. I appreciate it. If you guys like it, subscribe. I know we had a lot of rambling on. Oh, I didn't realize we had a person that had a comment here. Hey guys. Hey.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. So
yeah, that's just how it goes with trading. We'll try to get back again.
yeah,
It's part of it.
yeah.
You're not
Yesterday
making any
made
money all the time, but we learn from it, right here.
yeah. Yesterday made money. Today I lost money, but out of everything, I made more money yesterday than I lost today. So I'm not gonna revenge trade. That's sort of I'm just gonna I'm out and I might if I see another trade I might just get in there, but I don't want to get in there. It, so that's the whole thing. But yeah, thanks, Mark. So,
Be sure to like and
subscribe.
subscribe.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye, guys.